All right, so I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to take equation 1, or equation A, I'm sorry. For equation A1, I'm going to multiply both sides of equation A by 2. So when I take 4x times 2, I get 8x. Sorry, I got that a little bit thicker. And when I multiply y by 2, I get 2y. And then when I multiply 1 by 2, I get 2. And then I'm going to multiply that exact same equation, equation A, but this time I'm going to multiply it by negative 5. So 4x times negative 5 is negative 20x. Y times 5 is positive 5y. And then 1 times 5 is 5. And finally, equation A3, I'm going to multiply equation A by 1/2. So 4x times 1/2 is 2x. Y times 1/2 is 1/2 y. And then 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to take those, and I'm going to graph these, not on the graphing calculator, I'm going to graph them on something else. Bring it up. Okay. So our first one was, sorry, okay. Yeah, my camera almost turned off. Okay. The first one was 4x plus y equals 1. So I'm going to put in negative 4x plus 1 to graph that. So that is the first equation. And the second equation was x plus 2y equals 9. So that is x plus 9 negative 1/2 x plus 4.5. Those were the first two equations that we were told to graph. And this point right here, negative 1,5, is where they intersect. So that should be the solution to that system. Now, if I were to graph the 8x plus 2y equals 2, negative 4x plus 1, I'm going to have the exact same thing every single time. I can't remember if this allows me to, we're going to find out. It allows me just to type in x plus 2y equals 2. See how that line was red, but now it's green. Because that equation that's in green is its graph is the exact same as negative 4x plus 1. Because when I multiplied the equation, both sides of it by 2, hopefully it makes sense that those would be the exact same equation. The reason I bring that up is because sometimes you have to write a brand new system in order to solve it. And we did a little bit about like this yesterday, but here's a system that I just graphed and we just used it to multiply. To start solving this system, Elena wrote 4x plus y equals 1. Okay, so that first equation she didn't do anything to. But then she wrote 4x plus 8y equals 36. How did she get that equation from equation B? What happened between x and 4x? 2y and 8y. 9 and 36. Okay. The second equation, Elena multiplied everything by 4. Why do you think she did that? Why? Okay. She has forced the x terms to be the same. So then she wrote that. What did she do in that step?
She subtracted the cancel out the 4.
Good. When she subtracted the two equations, it eliminated the x terms because 4x minus 4x is 0. Because she subtracted the 4x and the 4x, she then had to subtract y minus 8y, so she got negative 7y. And she also had to subtract 1 minus 36 to get negative 35. So she has this equivalent equation that says negative 7y equals negative 35. What's y? 5. Because negative 35 divided by negative 7 is positive 5. If y is 5, it makes that first equation 4x plus 5, because y is 5, equals 1. So what's 4x according to that equation? What did I do to the left-hand side to get 4x by itself? I subtracted 5, so I need to take 1 minus 5. And so what's x? Negative 1. And you'll notice on number 2 it asks, or just shows that the solution is indeed x equals negative 1, y equals 5. All right. I want to use a similar procedure that Elena used for this system. What do you want to do? Did you see how the x's don't match, the y's don't match? We need to force something to match. So what can we do to force something to match? Yeah.
Multiply the first one by negative 3.
Multiply the first one by negative 3. Okay. If we do that, I will get negative 12 fifths x minus 18y equals negative 45. And so now our y's match. Are we going to add or subtract to eliminate those y's? Add. Negative 12 fifths plus negative 1 is negative 17 fifths. Negative 18y plus 18y is 0. Negative 45 plus 11 is negative 34. And so then I'm going to take negative 34 and divide by negative 17/5. And I get positive 10. Okay. Yeah. So if x is 10, I can now go back to either one of my equations. I'm going to use the second one just because it doesn't have a fraction. And I'm not a fractionist. I don't hold a grudge against fractions. It's just that between the two, I would prefer to not use it. So x is 10, so now I have negative 10 plus 18y equals 11, which means that according to that equation, 18y must equal 21. And so y would be 7/9. I'm going to try that out, that solution. 4/5 times 10 plus 6 times 7/9. I did something wrong.
Who it is. I mean, they've got to be from the school because this is Gavin's account.
Yeah, 7/6.
They have to be
Not 7/9.
probably. How would they be watching this? It's so boring.
There we go. 4/5 times 10
it's fun,
plus
it's fun.
6 times 7.
Like it's Lee Gavin's
There we
account.
go. Now it works.
I just logged into his
Sorry about
account and I put the title of like a skin reassignment surgery. That's why. I got skin reassignment surgery. Skin Yeah, they think I'm Gavin. I just turned white. You are Gavin. Basically. See story.
Original system is the top. Looks like in step 1, what did he do to the original system? He took the second equation and multiplied by -5. Because 8a times -5 is -40a, b times -5 is -5b, and 11 times -5 is -55. Okay, so that's what he did to get from the original to that step. What did he do from this new system to get that? See how the first equation, it stayed the same. Where did that second equation come from?
What happened to the other number on the second equation?
So what happened to that negative 5b?
Oh, he added it. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
He did, he added those two equations, because when he did that, that eliminated the b term, okay? What should he do now?
Move it over. Yeah. That's what I would do. Divide it.
Divide
You
it,
divide it.
because then he would know what a is. So 70 divided by 28 is 2.5.
Says I have to come get you. Why do you want to come in?
Now, Diego does something that I don't do. I don't ever rewrite that first equation, but I'm guessing that the reason he brought that equation over is because now that he knows what A is, he can plug that in to that other equation. So we'd have 30, because that's what 12 times 2.5 is, plus 5b equals negative 15. So 5b is negative 45. And b is negative 9.
What? Oh, you put him in checkmate. You have 2 queens. How? Pawn. Were you playing one game the
So
entire time?
nothing, again, nothing new. It's again just solving a system of equations. I don't have a practice problem that
Lemma.
but I will have it,
Do you have to go to biology now?
but those
Or
are
Miss
just
Finney's
some
classroom?
practice problems that go along with this.
Cutler. Do you have to go to Miss Finney's classroom now? Do we have to? Yeah.
I can study it.
Studying there. 62 moves. 62 moves isn't some. Good job. Good job. And in stream.
The Stanley.
What color are we leaving? Sorry, I didn't stream. I've been streaming on Gavin's Chromebook. Yeah. But I got skin reassignment surgery.
Let me go get some. I can go get some.
Yeah, and that's